Hi, this is Paul. This is the Albion Yard YouTube channel, and this is a quick look at a Accurascale Class 37. It's the most recent release from them, and it depicts a Class 37 in green with a full yellow nose. So 1970s era model. I've already started opening the box. The reason why I've started opening the box is because these are very tight, and I've actually had to put quite a bit of upward lift, and you can feel it releasing there. So nice, good quality box. First Accurascale locomotive I've had an opportunity to have a look at. And when we look inside the box here, we can see that we've got foam packaging. Around the model we've got a instruction leaflet, presumably. There's another instruction leaflet there. It says, look at this before operating the model. Well, I'm male, so I'll probably throw that straight away. Anyway, there's the locomotive in front of us in the packaging. Within the packaging here we've got the train reporting numbers, and I really do like these, and I wish more model manufacturers would put them in. Because it's of that era, these would be applicable, and they should be fitted to the model. I don't know whether the model comes ready fitted or not. However, we can see we've got different train reporting numbers. They're not all aligned. For example, that 22 there, and that is entirely prototypical, so I like that a lot. And as I say, if other manufacturers drop onto that idea, that would be really nice. So onto the model then. I can see it's in standard ice cube type packaging. I don't know if you can see, I'll bring that up. I can see there's already one component that's come adrift there, and that's one of the head code box covers by the looks. So presumably that's removable anyway. Quick rattle of it indicates that there isn't anything major falling about. And here we are. Standard ice cube packaging then. And in fact, I can see a second component, which is here. So it looks like there's two components that have come off in transit. I've had worse, and they don't look like they're significant components, so they should be a easy fix. I don't necessarily think there's going to be any need to send the locomotive back, certainly not on this very fast look. So ice cube packaging. Let's get the actual model out. It's a very tight fit, this one. Usual clamshell style design. Let's get those two components out. So it is a head code cover. This right angle piece of metal steel, not sure what that is, we'll have a further look. The packaging, again, a cellophane wrapping around the locomotive. Let's lift the locomotive out. First thing I notice with that is the weight of the model. It is significant. In the package we've got a set of components. So in here I can see couplings, snow plows, and various pipes for detailing. The models come already with standard tension lock couplings fitted at either end. There is also here etches, and in that etch pack we've got frost grills for the radiators and some makers nameplates. Yeah, those nameplates, to be honest with you, when I took a quick look at the model just now, I thought that the nameplates on the model were actually etched, but it looks like they're very, very high quality printing. So let's take a look at the model then. We can see clearly that's where that panel has come adrift. So because presumably you can get in there to remove these numbers and replace the numbers, I've got no problem with that. I suspect that's just come off in the packaging. Underneath all looks good, looks tidy, lots of detail under there. There's where that other piece of metal then is this footstep there, or kick plate rather. So you can see there's one there, there's not one there, so that will be an easy fix to put on. Again, very pleased with the quality of the loco. The printing looks good. It is, on very first look, correct in that we've got the large yellow front end. The cantrail gills are correct for this style of livery, and yeah, I need to get this on the test track and take a look at it. What do these instructions say then? You must read the reverse of this card before operating the model. The version that I've bought is plain DC, or DCC ready rather, so it looks like for operation with the DCC blanking plate on, I need to get inside the model and have a look. I'd be surprised if it isn't already configured with that, because I'm assuming that they test these as they manufacture them. So hopefully those switches are correct, and I'll now take the roof off, because I believe these have a roof panel that comes open to get into the DCC. Yeah, I can see there is a panel there. I'm not going to force that. I'll show that opening up properly. We'll reconfigure the camera rather than try and do it like this. So first impressions, yeah, very good. Only two components have come off in the packaging. The packaging overall is good, so yeah, pretty pleased with it, and I'm now really intrigued to see how well it runs. But what we'll do, because that instruction says check before use, it's quite an expensive model, I will check before use, which is quite unlike me really. Anyway, we'll get the top off, have a look at the inside, and then get it onto test track. Now looking inside the locomotive then, we're going to take this panel off here. This is the configuration we need because I'm running this on plain DC, so I need to find the DCC blanking plate and switch 5 and 6 on. So I'm using a spatula, and that lifts out. I've got 6 magnetic rather than metallic, obviously they're metallic, 6 magnetic pads there that hold this panel onto the roof. Inside the locomotive I can see that I've got the blanking plate, and with a configuration, I'll just see if I can zoom in a bit better. Ignore all the noise in the background please. So this is configured at the moment for operation with a non-ESU decoder looking at these panel switches here. So I need to put number 4 and 5 on. Sorry, 5 and 6 on looking at this. So 5 and 6 are already on, and everything else needs to be switched off. So that's it, simple as that. And the panel, roof panel, just drops on. So that's a nice, I like that. I'm not DCC savvy, so to speak, but the fact that you can get into it without taking the locomotive apart, that panel on the roof, I think is an excellent idea. Time to put it on the test track. So I've now got it on my test track, which is Pico code 75 bullhead. I've got a mix of medium and large radius and a single slip. The locomotive responds well to very straightforward, simple control that I've got a Gauge Master E, so it's a few years old. So it's running through the 3 different radius of points without any problem at all. There doesn't seem to be any problems with wheel profiles in terms of the locomotive rocking and rolling, so to speak. I've also got a 3-degree ramp on this, so we'll see how it transitions into that. None of this track is fixed down, so almost like playing on your carpet, but not. Locomotive transitions into that without any great problem. Being a bit unfair there when I say any great problem, there was no problem whatsoever. I do like this loco. It's, as I say, my first Accurascale model. Or, sorry, not first Accurascale model, first Accurascale locomotive. Quality of it looks good. There were those couple of pieces that had fallen out in transit, but they don't appear to be any significant items or no problems fixing, so I'll just fix those myself. So there you go, there's your first look and fast look at a DC Accurascale Class 37. Very impressed with it. The livery and finish looks good, writing etc. transfers are all opaque, they look the right style, size. I've not taken a good hard close look at it because you've pretty much seen it as I've taken it out of the box and my first impressions of it. So first impressions of it, yeah, very good, I like it, and I expect it will just grow on me as we go on. So if you enjoyed the presentation, please share, subscribe and like. It's Albion Yard, and thank you for your time in watching.